Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the TNC podcast. I believe this is the 7th episode. As always, I'm Logan Cross.
I'm Fire Troy, and today we have a special guest. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I'm Andrew Barton. My favorite football team is Denver Broncos. My favorite basketball team is the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I currently go to the University of Oklahoma.
Yes, sir. All the way from Oklahoma right now. But let's get right into it. We're going to recap our picks from last week, Andrew. So just sit tight, and after that, we're going to make picks for next week since you got to go a little early. Last week, I was a rough week for me. I went 7-7, pretty bad. There's a lot of upsets this week. I was surprised, which we'll get into, of course. Fight, I believe you went 8-6, so you had a solid week. But the standings, I moved down into third place in the little thing we got. Bap is now first place. He's 50-22-1. Davin moved into second place. He's 47-25-1. I'm 46-26-1. And then Fayed is 42-30-1. So it's pretty close still. Just hopefully Bap and Davin fall off for me. All right, but let's get into the picks for next week. I'm going to pull the games up. I got them ready.
Yeah, I got mine too.
I wrote them down already.
Gotta find them.
All right. Oh, I got this. I got to put up week 9.
Yes.
A little bit different order, but let's get her done. First game, which is tonight, 5 hours away. Packers-Niners. What do y'all got?
Packers.
I agree.
got Packers as well.
Where the frick is my picks in?
49ers got the injury bug.
I know their whole offense is torn to shreds. It's terrible. Fi, you find your pen?
My what?
You said you were looking for your pen.
No, I'm looking for my page with my picks.
Oh, all right, well. Next game, Broncos and Falcons.
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Andrew, you got to go Broncos, huh?
I actually went Atlanta as well.
Picking against your team?
I kind of want us to lose. I can't lie.
I know. Y'all came back last week, though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to pick the Broncos. I like Denver.
It's in Atlanta. They played good, just blown some leads. So
We'll see. The next game is probably one of the games of the week. Fayed, your team up against the Buffalo Bills. This should be a good one. I'm excited for this one. This one should be the Monday night game because the Monday night game is dog shit.
Yeah.
It's the Jets and the Patriots, so they should rotate that. But anyways, who y'all got? I know Fayed's going to go with his squad.
Battle.
I also went with Seattle. I think Josh Allen's been lucky the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to go Seattle too. I agree. Josh Allen, the last 2 or 3 weeks, not too hot.
He hasn't thrown a touchdown in the last 2 weeks, so maybe around against that rough defense.
The next game, this one could be good, or the Bears could poop the bed. Bears versus Titans. You never really know what you're going to get with the Bears. Sometimes they'll be really good. Like last week, they put up a fight against the Saints. But Nick Foles got to be better, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with the Titans just because I don't trust Nick Foles.
Facts. I'm going Titans too.
I'm with the Titans as well.
Next one is Ravens and Colts. Could be another good game. I think I'm going to pick Baltimore, though.
I went Indianapolis.
You picked the Colts?
Yeah, I went Indianapolis.
I can't see the Ravens losing 2 in a row.
Yeah, I don't know what the Ravens do.
Ravens. Panthers and Chiefs. I'm not picking any. I don't think I'll ever pick against the Chiefs.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, no.
They're too good.
The Caffrey return game, though.
Oh, yeah, he is. Is he playing?
I think so.
Ooh, that could make it interesting. All right, next is the Lions and the Vikings. I'm going to pick Minnesota. They're coming off a big win versus the Packers. And I think Kirk will step it up a little bit. What y'all got?
I'm going to go Minnesota too.
All right. Who you got, Andrew?
I also got Minnesota. I think it's in Minnesota, so.
Oh, yeah. Minnesota's 0-3 at home. I'm just reading that. That's terrible. Wow. Next one is my squad versus the G-Men. So I'm gonna pick Washington, even though we lost like 3 weeks ago to them on some BS. But I'm gonna pick Washington. What y'all got?
I got Washington as well.
Sir.
I got Washington too.
I like the unanimous Washington. I like to hear that. Next one is Texans and Jags. What are y'all thinking for this one? They both have 1 win.
They both suck.
I have to go Houston just because of Deshaun Watson.
I like. Wow, I just stuttered. I like Houston. I don't know what's happening, but
I also
I'm a,
couple like probably about an hour ago, JJ Watt was talking about how he only has a couple good years left and he wants to play for a contender. So it might be
So
his last run with the
he
Texans.
might be out. Yeah. Imagine if they traded him before Tuesday.
Crazy.
Fayed, I know you wanted him.
No, cause he was on a trade block until last Friday, and then they took him back when they put him back on the what's that list, like the no trade list.
Untouchable list.
All right. Next one is Raiders and Chargers.
I took the Chargers on this one.
I'm gonna pick. Go ahead.
Raiders.
I'm gonna pick the Raiders too, just because the Chargers can't close games.
It's in LA. Herbert's been balling, you know.
Herbert's been balling, but they've blown 5 double-digit point leads this season.
They got it this game.
Steelers, undefeated Steelers versus Cowboys. Pretty easy. Obviously, Dallas is gonna take that one.
Yeah.
It's like Pittsburgh all the way. But next, Dolphins and Cardinals actually could be a really good game too. I do want to see more from Tua though. Tua only threw for 93 yards, but their whole team played well, so can't blame him.
2 touchdowns last weekend too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Arizona.
Me too.
I took Miami.
Oh, wow.
I like that pick though.
I took Miami.
I do. Saints and Bucks. I believe the Bucks won the first matchup in week 1.
Saints did.
The Saints won, but the Saints won by 11 in week 1.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I don't think Michael Thomas is gonna play.
Yeah.
He's questionable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Bucks because I think they're gonna split it.
Who you got fired?
Bucks. Antonio Brown gonna unleash the beast, man, versus the Saints.
I took the Saints.
What?
I took the Saints.
Hey, I could see it going either way.
Mara and Thomas. If Thomas plays, I don't think.
I do. I want to see how they utilize Antonio Brown. I think that'll be interesting to see. I will talk about him a little bit later too. And then the last game, Patriots versus Jets.
Pass.
We
should just scrap this game. This game is. I'm not even going to tune into this game.
Dude, I'm gonna pick the Patriots. I mean, of course, but
Cam Newton needs to use this as a game to get back his mojo because he's been playing butt too.
Like I want to pick the Jets, but it's like I don't know. It's like
Patriots are only 2-5, so they could, but like.
But why is this a night game though? That's my question.
It's a Monday night game.
Why? Who's gonna watch this game?
Nobody.
Patriots game.
Cam Newton's only thrown 2 touchdown passes this year.
He didn't play for 2 weeks, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but he still played like I don't know how many. What, like 6 games?
I don't know.
Freaking Drew Lock has that.
But he does have like 5 rushing touchdowns, so
yeah,
take what you can get. All right, we're gonna sway from the NFL for a little bit, and we're gonna talk about the NBA because there was a little bit of trade rumors and free agency stuff. The first one, which is kind of like an underrated star, Drew Holiday. The Pelicans were discussing trades for him, and I saw today that the Warriors, the Nets, and Denver are on top of the list to get him. But the Heat, Mavs, and Hawks are also kind of underlying teams that could go for him. What do you expect with that, and what team do you think he should go to?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I believe he should go to Brooklyn. I believe that the Nets need that one more guy that could score. And Drew Holiday is a 17, 18 points a game player. If you have KD and Kyrie and you have that whole franchise and that whole team combined with Holiday, I believe you can get to the finals, in my honest opinion.
Andrew?
I think he would be nice on the Knicks, but I don't think they would need him for scoring necessarily. I think they'll use him for defense. But if I'm a team out there, I don't think the Warriors should trade for him. I think maybe the Heat, center a trade around that, get back to the finals.
Yeah, I agree. I think if he did go to I think out of the top 3 teams, the Nets would be the best fit as a defender because they have all these scorers, and they would adding him would be a big help on defense because him and Jared Allen could be the 2 main defenders on the team. But as far as the bottom line teams, the Heat would be a good fit. He'd be a good guard. I know they got Goran, but he's getting old, so he'd be good to play alongside Goran, move Jimmy down to the small forward.
I think Goran's turning 35 this year, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then the other one is that the 76ers were interested in trading for Harden. Do you think they should go for that, or do you think they should just stick with the core they got now? If I had to go first.
I believe they should, but I think you're going to be a little surprised about what players they should trade for Harden. So I believe they should get rid of Embiid, in my honest opinion.
Okay,
because
why?
You have to understand something. So Ben Simmons, right? This dude has almost triple-double every night. This dude is amazing, but he can't score. I mean, he can't shoot threes. He can't shoot mid-range. That's his one problem. But if he could fix that this offseason and come back in the bubble in 2021 and score and shoot threes and shoot mid-range, he can be one of the best point guards in the league. But with Embiid, though, he's such a whiner and he's lazy. That's just the one thing I don't like about that bastard. That bastard is so damn lazy and he does not want to work. I just believe he needs to go to a sorry team and honestly take his punishment.
No, I think so I was looking into it a little earlier, and Daryl Morey said he thinks Simmons and Embiid can work together. But I think that if they do end up trading, it'll have to be Simmons and probably Horford or Harris to get the contracts to work out. But I think Harden and Embiid would be a nice duo.
I agree. I think they should get rid of – if they want to make the trade, I think they should do it for Simmons. Yes, Simmons has a potential, and if he gets that jump shot, he'd be almost unstoppable. But he's had 3 years to do that, 3 or 4 years to do that, and he hasn't done it yet. And everybody knows – everybody's been telling him he needs a jump shot, and he hasn't got one yet. So I wouldn't count on him getting a jump shot at least in the next few years. So I would rather trade Simmons, definitely, and keep Embiid. Because I think, honestly, Harden and Embiid would be a better duo than Harden and Simmons anyway.
I don't think Houston's gonna trade Harden unless he requests a trade though.
Yeah.
I think Harden's gonna stay, but I'm just like if it happens.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you think their offense is gonna look? I know that they won't have D'Antoni. You think they're gonna be less ISO or kind of stick the same?
I think they'll have to stay the same. I think the team that they have right now isn't good enough to not have 2 ISO players, honestly.
Yeah, I think they should get a center back though because they got beat up by the Lakers because the Lakers had 3 7-footers on the court.
Yeah.
The next one, I saw this. I thought this was interesting. This is a player I really liked. He's been out of the league for a minute though, but the Warriors were interested in signing Jeremy Lin.
DNA.
Yes, sir. Linsanity. I would love to see that. Jeremy Lin. I remember watching. I still to this day will go back and watch the Linsanity week versus the Lakers and the Wizards, all those teams for that one, like that little stretch he had. So I think that'd be amazing to see him back. I just wanted to bring that up. Y'all could add to it if you want. If not, we'll just move on. All right. CP3 also mentioned. I saw this that his preferred destinations is either in LA or in New York. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I believe he should stay in OKC. In my honest opinion, for Andrew, I believe he needs to stay in OKC one more year. I totally believe that because he is a great leader and a great mentor, and he could get to them players where they need to be and then leave. I believe if he goes to New York, they're gonna stink for the next 10 years. What's the point of going there?
Well, maybe the Nets.
Might be the
Oh, that's
Nets.
Brooklyn. I'm tripping. But yeah, you're right. My bad. That was dumb.
Then for the Lakers, why? You just want a chip. Why do you need Chris Paul for?
Why not?
Hmm?
I think,
Basketball.
in my honest opinion, I would like for him to get traded. But I thought he was gonna get traded to the Bucks ever since the end of the season. I still think he's gonna go to the Bucks somehow, but I don't know why he would want to go to New York. But I could definitely see LA because him and Braun are pretty good friends.
Yeah, I think LA would be better than New York, obviously. But I really don't want to see that because, like, that's an automatic chip. And they pretty much have an automatic chip anyway. Like, they're going to be a contender at least.
Yeah.
So they get CP, like, it's, like, no doubt. Like, they're – and I love CP, so I want him to get a ring. I just don't want him to do it with LA because I don't know. But
I want him to do it OKC.
that'd be tough. And to Fayed's point, Fayed said he wants them to stay. He wants them to stay so he can mentor those dudes. If it was like 5 years ago, I'd say I agree. But CP is, like 36? He's getting up there. So he wants to get that ring or at least compete for a ring. So I do think he's going to probably get out of there.
Yeah.
All right. And then the Spurs were also looking at shopping DeMar DeRozan. What team do you think should go for him?
No, at all.
Beijing Sharks.
That's that team Jimmer Fredette was on.
Yeah, they're the Beijing Sharks. Dude, no one wants that dude.
Yeah,
Bro,
that-
you said what?
Come on, bro. Don't disrespect Rosen, bro. He's tough.
I mean, bro.
But
Nah.
he hit like 19 threes last year, like the whole season.
Yes, he does need to shoot, but like
I saw some teams were talking about DeRozan to the Bucks. I saw that DeRozan. I don't even know where else he would fit, honestly. Like maybe the Warriors. But
I think Rosen should go back to Toronto. I think he'd fit back right in, bro.
No, he would not.
He would.
No, he wouldn't because when he was in Toronto, he was the number one guy. He was the dude that always had the ball, always had to hit them dumb fadeaways and never made it. And then that's why his butt got traded.
He was good in Toronto.
No, he got traded for Kawhi.
Yeah.
Bro,
Come on, bro.
I'm not even gonna cap, bro. You could have traded Lowry.
Nah, I would rather have Lowry than DeRozan, but like DeRozan would like he'd help them, he would boost them, and they're already a good team.
I think because right now they have OG and Anunoby starting as small forward, I think, and then they got Norman Powell on the bench.
That would just make their bench deeper. They'd move OG to the bench and then have D-Rose starting.
You're in that development. He's 23. I mean, I don't know.
I know. He's good. He's a good defender, athletic. He can shoot.
Yeah, I think honestly, if you trade him there, I don't know how many years he has left, but he has 1 or 2 years. Then I think you can trade him there. He could finish his contract there, sign for cheap, wherever he wants, ride the rest of his career.
And then the last rumor I have is Gordon Hayward was. There's rumors that Gordon Hayward wants out of, what's it called, Boston. I believe he's on the player option. I think he's a player option this year, so he could opt out and go free agent, or he could stay in Boston. But a rumor I heard is that he wants out. Do you think he should? What do you think he should do? Do you think he should stay or find a new team?
You want to go first, Fayed?
He's a dumbass. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's a dumbass. Dude, if you start on a team that could have went to the finals, you want to leave, bro? Like for real? That's kind of really. I believe that's just. I think he got CTE or something. I think he's dumb as hell. But I just believe this dude is. I don't get that. It's like, where's he want to go? Cleveland, Bulls. What, man? That doggone injury didn't go to his ankle. It went to his damn brain.
Yo!
For me, I mean, honestly, I would obviously sign it. It's like $30 million. Like he's not getting that much money anywhere else. But also, so one thing you should know about me, Gordon Hayward is one of my least favorite players in the league. So, I mean, honestly, if I'm the Celtics, I would want him to. Yeah.
Not like Gordon Hayward. If he goes somewhere else, like he's gonna be a bench player. He's gonna come off the bench most likely, unless it's a middle to bottom team.
He'd probably come off the bench for the Celtics, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, because Jaylen Brown and Tatum are gonna right in his spots.
Yeah, they got Smart and Kemba too. So
Yeah, he's definitely not even gonna start on Boston. So if he opts out, he will get less money and he'll still come off the bench. So I think he should
But
just stay for.
he's got his Twitch career, so playing that Warzone.
Dude, I don't get why he even left Utah in the first place, man. When the Spider came in a year after he left.
Hey man,
I never liked Gordon Hayward.
he wants that
I
money.
didn't either because he got CTE. I don't like dudes with CTE.
Bro, he's never had a brain injury. Yep.
How you know, bro? He fell on his butt, bro. He could have went to his brain. How you know?
You're right, man. I'm not a doctor. He could have hit his head on that same fall and not even realized it.
Yeah, man, he could have hit on his head on that imaginary brick. I threw at him.
I got a question for y'all.
All right.
Lost.
Who was y'all's top 5 NBA players last year?
Last year, like
Regular season.
that were healthy.
Yeah.
So like not including Steph.
Yeah, players that played.
Okay. I mean, obviously LeBron, AD, Giannis won MVP. Harden averaged what, like 35?
Something.
Yeah, yes, so something like that.
And then I want to say Brad Beal just because he's my guy. I'm gonna say 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
No, he was above.
But he's probably top 10. But I'm gonna put him at 5 just because he's my guy.
You got paid.
I'm gonna go LeBron, AD. I'm gonna go Giannis. I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler, and then I'm gonna go Devin Booker.
Oh wow!
If you include the playoffs, you have to put Jimmy Butler, but he said regular season.
I said regular season, but mine were I had LeBron, AD, Giannis. I put Kawhi and I put Luka.
Okay, I was debating on putting Luka.
I don't like Luka, so but gotta respect the greatness.
Yeah, that's facts. Hey, did Kawhi's legacy drop for y'all when he blew that 3-1?
Yes.
No.
I mean, honestly, what legacy?
He played good. He just didn't play good in the 7th game, right?
I don't think he played very well.
If anything, that series was on Paul George.
Yeah, Paul George. He had like 1 or 2 good games, but the rest of them were terrible, really bad. And he did that on the Thunder too. I know you remember that. There was a game I saw something. I think it was on Instagram. Russell Westbrook had like 46 points, like a triple double, and then Paul George had like 5 points on like 12% shooting. So he's been doing this. He's been doing that. So.
Yeah, Pandemic P need to Beijing next season.
Him and LeBron used to duel in the playoffs.
I remember that on the Pacers.
Yeah.
It's a shame. They took him to 7, I think.
Yeah.
So,
and they lost him to the buzzer. D-Wade stepped back on Paul George.
All right. So now let's go over to the NFL for a little bit. The first thing I have is on the game tonight. The 49ers had shut down their practice facility due to coronavirus. And I was thinking that they were going to move the game, but they didn't. They haven't. So I just wanted to bring that up. But then let's get into the first game from last. We're going to talk about games from last week now. Tua, he got his first win in his first start. But he was 22 for 20 or 12 for 22, 93 yards and a touchdown. So he didn't play. He didn't, carry them. But their whole team played well. I know their defense had a punt return and their defense had a touchdown.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts on Tua's first start? Both or 5 first.
So I believe Tua did pretty good. I mean, he has to have more. He honestly needs like more ball awareness. Because on like some of his throws and some of his like his shotgun formations, like in the first quarter, I saw the first quarter of the game. I mean, he wasn't really observant. He was just looking like one side, like he wasn't like really like. I mean, I get he's a rookie, but I think he needs to ask Ryan Fitzpatrick for some tips or something. But like he got whopped by 5-6 times in the first drive, and I was like, bro, you can't be doing that.
I kind of saw the same thing. He just needs to go through his progressions quicker. Yeah. Maybe look downfield a little longer. But other than that, I mean, I don't think he played terrible. He didn't really have to play that good, though. So.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. At least in the first half, he was getting a lot of pressure on him because his first passing attempt, he got hit and it was a fumble, and the Rams got it So he didn't start off too hot, but then, he would basically play the game manager role like a Alex Smith or Teddy Bridgewater, but like way down because he didn't even throw for 100 yards. But he did what he had to do, didn't turn it over except for that first one. And they kept the lead and they won. I think the Rams, it was like, what, 28-17? Or was it more than that?
I don't remember.
I forget. But they got the job done, and they're going to play Arizona this week and see if they can keep it up. Next one I got, the Ravens. They play 7 players on COVID reserve list. I believe one of them was Patrick Queen and Marlon Humphrey. So that's 2 of their best defensive players, rookie Patrick Queen, and then one of the best cornerbacks in the league, Marlon Humphreys. Their defense is still good overall, but how do you think this is going to affect them going into next week? They had play the Colts, and the Colts, their offense is high, but their defense is good as well. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna say their defense is not gonna struggle because I believe they have other. I think they have other key weapons on their sideline that they haven't used yet, and that could be pretty good. But Lamar Jackson with that game, I think he needs to watch out for one person. He needs to watch out for Darius Leonard. That's the one person he needs to watch out for because Darius Leonard is fast. He has good feet, and Lamar just needs to use the right like juke moves and stuff because Leonard can use avalanche on him and just knock him out. So I had to use avalanche in there, but yeah.
What do you think, Andrew?
I think it'll be a good game, but I think that Phillip Rivers just isn't good enough to do anything against even their backups, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I
also think that Lamar Jackson's got to step it up. He's got to look at the stuff from last year.
Last week against the Steelers, I know he threw 2 picks. So I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Lamar Jackson.
Overrated.
I don't think he can't win big games just because for the fact that he cannot throw the football that well.
Overrated.
Last week was a good example, and then versus the Chiefs was a good example. He didn't even have 100 passing yards. And then this last week he threw 2 picks in a big game. They still were in the game, but those 2 picks in a big game are going to cost you. And he's never won a playoff game.
I saw my boy Hollywood Brown was tweeting about him.
He was pissed.
I did want to talk about that. He deleted his Twitter too.
Yeah, I saw.
So he knows they need to throw. They need to. I don't know what they got to do. He's got to get right.
Honestly,
Lamar Jackson.
If I'm the Ravens, I'd go out and get him a wide receiver that can catch some jump balls. Honestly,
Hey, they need to throw Dez in there. They just picked him up.
Yeah, honestly,
I haven't heard any news on Dez recently, so hopefully he gets in a game.
Yeah.
They signed him like last week, right? So I don't know. AB was signed at the same time. AB's already active, so I don't see why not. Just give Dez a try, see how it goes.
I don't know how AB's gonna do in Tampa though, because I saw a stat today. It said in games that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin both played, and Mike Evans only averages 13 yards a game.
Jesus.
I feel like if Antonio Brown's getting 13 yards a game, then he's gonna be throwing a fit.
I do think AB is going to make an impact because AB, he'll run those underneath routes, and Tom Brady likes to dump it off. Yeah. So that's perfect for AB, and he can create after the catch. And I think he'll fit. I think he'll fit pretty well. He might take that. Go ahead.
I hope he does good.
I do too. He might take that number 10. I forget his name again. I forgot his name last week. Yeah, he might take his spot because I know he's been getting a lot of play time and catches. So he might take his little spot, even though he's having a career year. Next thing is we kind of hit on this earlier about all the 49ers and all their injuries, but this one's big, especially for my fantasy team. George Kittle, the doctors say they're out 8 weeks, or he's out 8 weeks, but George Kittle was on, like he said he'll only be out 2 weeks. So I'm a little mad about that. I really doubt he'll be out 2 weeks. He has a broken bone in his foot. Yeah. And also, Jimmy G's out for 6 weeks.
I'm the 49ers. I'm tanking the rest of the season, honestly. They got so many injuries. Like,
they just got it bad this year. Like, it's literally I saw this thing on Instagram. Like, 8 out of the 11 starters on offense aren't going to be playing tonight. So, it could be a blowout tonight.
Probably will be. Expose them.
Oh yeah, the NFL was talking about having a 16-team playoff if the season is cut short. Would y'all like to see that? What are your thoughts on that? Go ahead, Fahad.
Honestly, I would because Seattle would play the Giants. I mean, I'm all for that. I mean, we played it though. We'll have a bye week anyway, but like we play the Giants.
I don't know if they play the Giants. The Giants might be too bad, yo.
What you mean?
Giants are what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. That's 8 teams each. I'm sorry.
Think about it. It would only be if they kept the divisions.
Yeah, my bad.
It would only be one more team because this year they have 7. It would only be one more team from each division, unless they do like the top 16 teams, which I doubt they'll do. They'll probably do 8 from each division. So they're just gonna add one more team, and I'm gonna look up what teams they would be right now.
Your Redskins might be in there.
We might. I don't know. I think we'd have to win our division to get in because our record is bad.
Y'all would. Oh yeah, true.
So
I thought it was gonna be like 2 teams from each division.
Oh, that would make sense. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So
But then there'd be like no wild cards. It'd just be like division.
Yeah, for sure.
3. So it'll be Chicago in his number. No. San Fran be number 8.
Right now it'd be Las Vegas and San Fran, I think.
Dude, my whole division's gonna be in the playoffs if that happens.
What is the Rams record? 5-3, 5-2.
5-3.
5-3.
And Arizona's 5-2. So yeah, my whole division will go in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're at the bottom. So the Washington, they got to win the division to get in. So,
Dude, take your chance, buddy.
we are. We're gonna win this week. I promise you. I'll bet money on it.
Against the Giants.
I ain't been money on it.
Hey, we got the number 1 passing defense in the NFL, bro.
I got a question for you. Who do you think's better quarterback, Dwayne Haskins or Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones, bro. He still has his job.
He has like 40 overs in like 18 games.
Yeah,
And
that's.
he got his job. Haskins sitting at home watching the
Yeah, well,
TV.
Haskins got pulled early. I think Haskins got pulled too early. It was just a situation we're in our division. We just put in Kyle. I'm blanking. Kyle Allen because our division's so ass.
Also,
So we
Ron
just
is, familiar with him too.
yeah. He's familiar with the offense. So we went with them. I think we put him too early. You know, if our division was, I don't know, mediocre instead of dog shit, I would say keep Haskins in there. But it's dog shit, so we're competing for the playoff spot.
If I'm
It's close though. That's a good question. I don't know. It's close.
I'm the Saints or the Colts or any team, I'm gonna call the Redskins and trying to get Haskins. Put him up under Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers for a year or 2.
Yeah, I think the Colts could definitely do that. I know Saints got Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be there long term.
Yeah, didn't he sign a 1 year?
Yeah, he signed him 1 year.
What'd you say, Fine?
I don't know about that one because if they don't make the playoffs this year, man, do you think that Drew Brees could retire?
They're 5-2, bro. They're making the playoffs.
I don't know, man. I mean, dude, the Chargers almost beat them. So it's like, dude, I believe any team that's in their division can beat them. I just honestly believe that.
I agree. I think the Falcons and the Panthers could beat them easily. 'Cause, I mean, the Falcons are an on and off team.
What is y'all's Super Bowl predictions then?
Seahawks and Steelers.
I don't like. I said last week Pittsburgh. I'm gonna say rematch of what 2011 Super Bowl, Pittsburgh and Green Bay.
Oh wow, Green Bay. I had Chiefs and Seattle.
Bro, Seahawks defense isn't good enough. I'm sorry.
I think Russell Wilson.
I don't know, dude. If we can
Lagging
beat
ass.
Buffalo and sack Josh Allen about 5 or 6, we will stack, bro.
Like I love. If either Green Bay or Seattle makes it, I won't be mad. I love both Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I just think
Them cheeseheads can't win.
Green Bay's defense is better, and Green Bay's offense is almost as good as Seattle's. So
no, I wouldn't take it there.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
wouldn't
agree with that, but
they
dude,
got a better running back and a better wide receiver and a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think Russ. I don't know.
Team-wise, I think Russ is better than Rodgers. They have a better wide receiver group.
They do have a better wide receiver group.
Running back, Chris Carson, honestly, is not that
Chris
far.
Carson's really good. He's just been hurt.
He's not that far.
I don't know, but the Seahawks have like the literal worst defense in the league.
No, I know for sure.
It's close. I think that'll be the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
So, but I think in a big game, I would pick Seattle over Green Bay. But I just think Green Bay right now. I think Green Bay will go.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know because Green Bay just played like dog shit versus Minnesota. I'm changing that. Seattle and Pittsburgh. My bad.
Bro, but
I don't think Pittsburgh's beating the Chiefs. I don't at all.
dude, I don't know why that game's not even on this season.
Dude, it's literally four teams: Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, and Seattle for me. Those are two from each side.
Dude, that would be a great game to watch though. Like the Chiefs versus the Steelers.
Hopefully we get it.
I'm hoping we get it, bro.
Hopefully, Arizona could be good.
I do think Arizona is the dark horse, though. I love Arizona. I love Kyler Murray.
Because Tannehill's played good this year.
Tennessee is good, especially if Henry runs like that again in the fucking playoffs.
Sure.
I'm with the but last week the Titans lost to the Bengals.
They did lose to the Bengals. That was a bad game for Tanny. I don't think Tannehill played good at all, and I think they shut down Henry too. He had like 60 yards.
Who's y'all's? Who are y'all's top 5 quarterbacks this year so far?
That's easy.
You go ahead, Fayed.
Rodgers, Allen. Oh no! I'm gonna change that because like the last 2 weeks, Allen was dog meat.
I think he's still top 5 now.
I'm gonna go.
Do it from one to 5, Fayed.
Okay, 1 Russ, of course.
Yeah.
2 Patrick Mahomes. 3, I'm gonna go Ben on this one. I'm gonna go Ben 3.
Big Ben.
I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers 4. I'm gonna go Kyler Murray 5.
Okay. My 1, obviously Russ. My 2, I'm gonna put Aaron Rodgers. 3, I'm gonna put Mahomes. 4, Kyler, and 5, Allen.
I don't believe Lamar's even top 10. I don't even believe he top 10.
I put Mahomes number 1.
Ooh.
He's 21 touchdowns, only 1 interception, versus Russ, my number 2, is 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So I mean, I don't know. I put Tom Brady at number 3.
Ooh.
Rodgers 4 and Allen 5.
Okay, yeah.
I probably got Kyler. Kyler's probably close 5 for me.
Okay. I like that. That's a good list. But I like Tom in there. Tom Brady.
I thought he was going to be good, but
hey,
he played pretty good.
He started off a little shaky, but now he's got it under control now.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the Packers receiving group. There was rumors that they were going to trade for Will Fuller, but their like front office had like a disagreement, and they just decided not to, which I think is a big mistake. They definitely could have used Will Fuller, and he probably would have been easy to get because the Texans are so bad.
Yeah.
I think they struck out big. That could have been a home run right there.
They should have drafted a wide receiver over Jordan Love, drafted even a wide receiver over Dylan or whatever.
Jordan Love could have fallen to them in the second round if they really wanted him, maybe.
For sure. But I think Aaron Rodgers still got at least 5 years in him. At least.
Yeah.
I agree. He's so tough. Just the way he throws the ball is so effortless, and he just throws dimes. It's crazy.
Even I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, not the last draft, but the draft before that. They could have drafted DK Metcalf, and they drafted some bum. I'm pretty sure.
Or McLaurin. I know McLaurin went in the 3rd round too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, y'all remember the fight between the Bears and the Saints?
Oh,
yeah.
The player Javon Wims was suspended for 2 games. I just
was
want to hear your opinion on that. Like, what was your reaction?
In my opinion, he should not have been suspended. At first, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is this guy doing? Like, he's so dumb." But I saw all the videos on Twitter and Instagram and all that, and apparently, who was the Saints dude? Gardner Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was spitting and stuff in players' face and whatnot. So I was like, "Oh, he kind of deserved that." But still, Wims is kind of stupid because why would you punch someone with a helmet on? Does not make any sense. What do you think, Fayed?
I mean, honestly, I think I would have just pushed him down or something. I wouldn't have punched him okay, dude. If a punch, he punched his helmet, it just shook to the helmet. I mean,
You guys remember that Andre Johnson fight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the dude from the Titans?
The
Yeah.
cornerback, yeah.
When he ripped his helmet off and started punching him. That's what I would have did. Like, no point in punching someone in the helmet.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid. I think he tried to yank his chain too because he like when he tried there, and then he just like slapped him and then like flinched like he was gonna come back and then he just started hitting him again, which was I mean it made him look kind of stupid,
Yeah.
but I understand why because he spit on his teammate, but you got to be smarter. You could I don't know shove him to the ground or something, not hit him where his helmet is.
I don't think he should have got suspended though.
I agree. I don't think he should have got suspended. Maybe fined, but not suspended.
He got thrown out of the game already, so like
Yeah, just give him a fine, and I think he would have been fine.
no doubt.
Because the Bears already, I don't know, they got good wide receivers.
Yeah, Allen Robinson.
They just don't got a quarterback.
Mhm.
They do. They should. Hey, maybe they should pick up Cap.
I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe.
I'm gonna talk about some of the trades that happened. I got like 4. Some we mentioned some last week, but we're just gonna go over them again. Some recent ones: the 49ers trade Quan Alexander to the Saints.
Yeah.
A linebacker. I think that was a big move for the Saints.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Saints, their defense has always been a little shaky compared to their offense. So that'll definitely help them.
I like Quan Alexander a lot too.
Yes, he's gonna fit right in. I'm not sure who the Saints linebackers are, but he'll probably get the starting role right away.
Alex Anzalone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other trade is the Steelers got Avery Williams from the Jets, another linebacker.
It was
Chris
like the
Miller.
sixth.
Chris
Sixth
Miller.
round pick. And he's
So
good.
he went from the 0-8 Jets to the 7-0 Steelers, which I would be ecstatic about.
No
And there's a
doubt.
video of him saying, "Let's go get this ring."
I know, but
So-
about to be 8-0 too.
Yeah, about to be 8-0 because they're playing Dallas. So.
Think about it. Their defense is already really good.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
adding
their
him.
defense. That's 2 big trades before trade deadline. Last year they got Minka for a
Yeah.
first rounder, and then they get Avery Williams this year. Next one, I think we mentioned this last week. Ravens got Yannick Nagaku. I don't know if I said that right.
Ngakwe.
Ngakwe. I believe he's a pass rusher. So
Yeah. I think he's honestly
I don't think he was doing too good at his old
He's
team,
average.
at his other team.
he was good for the I think he was on the Jags.
Yeah.
He was pretty good, but
Yeah,
then he was on who was he on this year? The
I think he
Vikings?
was
Vikings.
Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was playing that good, but honestly the Vikings are kind of just dog shit. So I mean, I hope he balls out, but I don't know.
Yeah, and then the next one was for Seattle's team. They got Carlos Dunlap. So I got your opinion on it, but what do you think about that now? It's been a week.
I mean, I think that's a good move for right now. Like, I get he's older, but it's like I think a veteran helping our rookies and our second years out is a good thing because our pass rush was terrible. Our defense is, as a whole is terrible. So I believe if he can make some impact or at least push the guy over, I believe we would get some views on YouTube or something. I don't know, but
Boy, you need help anywhere you can get on that terrible defense. So,
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say okay. No,
bro, what's up with Bobby Wagner? Is he not doing shit? Like, what's up? Why are y'all so bad on defense?
First of all, Bobby Wagner was NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and it's no. What?
Y'all can't get to the quarterback.
I mean, okay, now it's that, and there's one play on the defense that I just want to shoot or get traded. I don't care which one.
Who?
Trey Flowers, man.
Oh,
This dude is. I've talked about him for like years now. He's still on the team. Don't know why. Don't know what he does. He's just there to show.
after DK ran down Buda Baker, my dad was texting me saying that y'all need to move DK to free safety.
No, because
Dude, that'd be.
because Jamal Adams was
Is
out
he-
for 4 weeks.
Is he coming back this week?
Carlos Dunlap playing Sunday, Jamal playing Sunday. I think Chris Carson playing Sunday too. So we're gonna have our whole squad.
I hope, bro. I need him, bro.
Buffalo.
Me too. I need him. I need Aaron Jones to play tonight.
Yeah, he's not. He's already out.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You're joking.
Dude, look at fantasy, bro. It says, oh, look at it, bro. I have Aaron Jones in 2 of my leagues.
I looked right before.
Look
Hey,
at look,
No, he's still questioning.
look at it again.
He's still questioning.
hey, maybe.
I need him to play. That's that.
And there's one player who's on my team that didn't get traded, that wanted to be traded, which is Ryan Kerrigan. And in my honest opinion, I think we should have given him what he wanted and traded him due to the fact that he's been there so long. Yes, we love him. Like every Redskins fan loves Ryan Kerrigan, but he's not playing as much. I think multiple weeks he's played under 10 snaps, which is terrible. For how good he's still good. I think he's got like 3 sacks for as little as he's played. I think we should have traded him, let him get on a good team, and let him compete. We're not letting him compete. We're not letting him play. We're wasting him. We're wasting his talent.
No doubt.
Dude,
Could
have sent him to Seattle. Help your fucking shitty defense.
Dude, I wanted him. We wanted Gilmore, but the Patriots asked too much for that old man.
Gilmore, best corner in the league. Look,
This dude, bro, no, he's not, dude. No,
he's
not.
top 5.
Trey White.
No, dude.
You just say he's not top 5?
No, he's not top 5, bro.
He's probably top 5.
Dude, have you seen his coverage, bro? Dog.
Bro, last year he's the best man corner in the league.
No, last year.
He's still off from last year, but he's still top 10, top 5.
I think he's top 10. But they wanted
Tre'Davious White. No question about it.
A underrated corner is Alexander from the Packers.
Yeah,
he's
fact,
nice.
yeah.
He is tough.
Probably top 3 for me.
He's really tough.
I mean, but they wanted a first-round pick and a player for Gilmore. Man, ain't nobody paying for an old man.
Bro, dude, corners are hard to get. You gotta give up a lot for a corner.
Yeah.
Like you gotta give up a lot.
Like 4 picks.
Bro, we got Dunbar. We got Dunbar for a third.
Yeah, because he's a pass rusher. Corners are really hard to get.
There's so many.
Dunbar is a corner.
In the class in draft classes.
I know you, Fide, you wanted to get Diggs this draft. I'm glad you didn't get him because he's getting burnt like toast in Dallas. Yeah, I know you saw Terry McLaurin burn his ass after he talked some shit.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I just want to dig so okay, no. In Dallas, their coaching staff is dog meat. That's what I'm saying.
What were you saying, Andrew?
I thought Trayvon Diggs had 2 interceptions last week.
He did.
I did, but other than that, I don't like. He's been getting burnt. He's been getting burnt.
He's the number 1 corner on a terrible Cowboys defense. I mean, absolutely terrible.
Yeah, and he's a rookie. He'll have time. I'm just saying, like, for Seattle, they're a win now team, so
he needs to switch over.
I wanted him because our coaches are better than Dallas is. Our defensive coordinator needs to get cut or fired. He's terrible.
Hey, maybe you should cut him right now and get a. We'll trade you Jack Del Rio.
Dude, I want Chris Richard back. That's what I want back.
I gotta go, guys.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. We'll definitely have you back on here, bro.
All right. I'll catch y'all later.
Yes, sir. Peace, dog. All right. Well, Andrew had class, so he had to go. And me and Fide, we're almost done. We don't got too much more to talk about. I think we just got to talk about fantasy and then answer the top 5 and top 3, and if you got any questions. So let's get into the fantasy right now. Let me pull it up. And then, Fide, if you want to start thinking of some questions and then the top 3.
Yeah, I have some on here.
All right, bet. Because I got the top 5. And then if you have any other questions, feel free. It'll kind of be similar to what we did earlier, but we're doing it in the end, like to know us. And we always do the top 3 and the top 5.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the fantasy.
Bro, please, Aaron Jones, play tonight. I need you.
You can see the screen, right? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I can see it.
My team is projected like 146 points this week.
Is that a
That's a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot. Davin, dude, okay, Davin does not change his lineup at all.
I know.
And then Hayden, does he change it?
I don't think he's changed it yet, but I'm not going to say anything. So
I'm not. I would.
All right. Let's see. Last week I was scared. I was pretty scared. Carson was out. Who else was out? Um, Michael Thomas was out. Kyler Murray was on bye. James Robinson was on bye. Nick Chubb still on IR. So I was scared. I had to pick up Carson Wentz, Leonard Fournette, Telvin Coleman.
Ugh, they did terrible.
And I picked up Travis Fulgham, who shout out Travis Fulgham. He's an ODU alum, and he's balling out in Philadelphia. Speaking of, he had 19.8 points, so he balled out for me. Philly defense also showed up. I knew they were going to show up versus the Dallas Cowboys. Who else? Travis Kelce did his thing. Robbie Anderson, he did okay, under 10 points. Diggs, usual. Tevin Coleman did dog shit. Leonard Fournette, he did okay for me, just hoping he would do okay. And Wentz also played like dog shit. But Davin didn't change his team, and his players didn't play too well, except for Kamara. So I got the dub. He only scored 80 points, and my team scored 113, so we were chilling. This week, my team's looking good. I'm going to pull it up because we're supposed to score a lot. Kyler Murray, Chris Carson, James Robinson, Michael Thomas, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Chase Edmonds I picked up, Washington defense, Carlson. I got Amari Cooper on the bench. I'm probably going to look to trade him or wait till Andy Dalton comes back. Robbie Anderson, Travis Fulgham, Antonio Brown I picked up as well. Fournette, Jamichael Hasty, Deontay Johnson, and Nick Chubbs is still on IR. So just hoping he comes back. Now let's go over to your team.
I forget who I played. No, I played Nate. I beat Nate. I'm pretty sure.
Switch it over to week 8. I play you next week, but Travis Kelce's out, so I'm kind of worried.
You said what?
I play you next week, like the week after, but Travis Kelce's going to be out, so I'm a little worried because he's got a bye week.
Oh.
But let's get into your team. You go through what you saw.
So Russell Wilson did his thing. Jonathan Taylor underperformed. Jamal Adams was amazing. Tyreek Hill overperformed. A.J. Brown did okay. Noah Fant did above average. I mean, he hasn't scored over 10 points since week 2. Justin Jefferson was terrible. Titans defense, have no clue why I put them in. I had Pittsburgh's defense on the bench. I had Younghoe Koo. He had 13, was amazing.
He's been doing. I think he's got the most points in the league right now.
Who? Koo?
For like field goals.
Yeah,
he's got the most field goals.
Yeah. And then next week. I don't know who I play next week. I don't know, but
I play Hayden. Man, but Bap's team played bad, honestly. Like really bad.
Yeah.
Except for Cup and Tom Brady. Let's see who you play.
Yeah, week 9. I
It will load.
I forget who I play.
Man, might not load. Tweaking.
Wait, it's loading.
I just check my phone, see if it'll load faster than that shit. Oh, there's a fire drill.
Where you?
I gotta end it now. That's crazy. I'm gonna add on what we're doing. Wow, that's really bad. I'm gonna end and then we're gonna call back, right?
Okay.
Well, it's the next day because I had a fire drill, and then after that came back and we were busy for the rest of the day. So we're just gonna finish off the show. I believe we have like 10 minutes left. But there was a game yesterday. It wasn't too exciting. The Packers blew out the 49ers. We both predicted that game right. So we're not going to say too much on that. We'll kind of wait to bring up points next week. I just want to bring that up. But Fied has some questions asked, and that's how we're going to finish off the show. Some questions and then some top 3 and some top 5. Go ahead, Fied.
Okay. I'm going to ask a little question. So describe yourself in 3 words.
Describe myself.
Yeah, in 3 words.
Um. Ooh, that's crazy off the top. I believe. Ooh. Can I do 4?
Yeah.
Or I'll do 3. I'll just workout slash sports junkie. I think that's a good one. I mean, I would consider myself a goofball too, but it's more than 3. What about you, dog?
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna say athletic. I'm gonna say I'm a dog. Literally
Yes.
I'm a dog. I like to bark, so that's another thing too. Yeah.
This dude barks at teachers. Oh, we gotta have a story time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
tell
about
him,
to-
tell him, tell him one time you
we
barked
about
at
to-
your teachers. Just tell
What
a little story.
a story time?
Story
I'm
time.
gonna do a story time. So this was my senior year in high school. I was in English class, my teacher, Miss Johnson. So I turned in an essay for school and I got accepted to the school I wrote the essay for, and she gave me a 50. So I was in the moment and she kind of got upset. Like I was upset, like that I got a 45 on the essay that I got into college with. I just start barking at her. Like I just start like barking, like I'm like, and like she looking all like, she's all like, what are you doing? And my whole class just starts recording everything, and I'm like, okay, this is okay. I gotta stop. So my teacher was looking at me funny. She was like all like freaked out. I was barking, and then yeah, that's kind of that's not the first story time, but I'm gonna just leave that one there, and then I'm gonna tell another story time next week.
Yeah, Fiad's got a lot of good stories. So we should. Hey, that'll be a new segment. Story time with Fiad. All right, all right. What's your next question?
Give me a second. Ooh, what are your top 3 TV shows to watch?
Top 3. All right, my top 5 is similar. My top 5 is like cartoons you watched as a kid.
Okay.
But top 3 TV shows. Um, I think I've said this. Entourage is my favorite I've ever watched for sure. Um, Other than that, I know Blue Mountain State was really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a show that I watched recently. There was a show I watched recently on Netflix. I don't remember what it was. I can't think of one. I'm gonna think while you would name your top 3.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Entourage. I'm gonna say Blue Mountain State, and I'm gonna say Outer Banks because I mean that show was amazing. I just loved it.
I haven't seen that. I heard it's really good. A lot of people really liked it. What's that about?
Outer Banks is about it's about like this old time South Carolina in Charleston, in Outer Banks, and they trying to find like this gold ship that John B, the main character, his father buried, and it's a whole like mystery about can they find it, where is it at, other people like in their way, like as an obstacle and stuff like that. I mean, like yeah, it's a really good show.
For my number 3, I looked on Netflix. This isn't the one I was talking about, but I would definitely put this in there. It was like a little series about Michael Jordan, The Last Dance.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was really good. Everybody loved that. All right, so now we're just gonna get in top 5. Top 5 kids shows you watched growing up.
Ooh, okay.
You want to start off?
Yeah.
We'll start at number 5. I'll say my number 5, and then you'll go off that. So my number 5 is Kicking It. I love Kicking It. It was my favorite show growing up. I'd say around 12 years old is my favorite show.
My number 5 gotta be Lab Rats.
Lab Rats. Oh, that's a good one. That's not even in my top 5 though, but it's a good show. Number 4, I got a tie. It's Phineas and Ferb and Jimmy Neutron.
Ooh.
Those were up there. Those were tied for me at 4.
Number 4, I'm gonna go iCarly on number 4.
iCarly was probably number 6. It was super close.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Zeke and Luther. If you know what that is, you're OG. That's fire.
That's an OG show right there. That's
Yes, sir. What's your 3?
Number 3 gotta be Kicking It for me.
Yeah, I was really debating on putting Kicking It at 1. Like it could have gone at 1 for me.
Yeah.
But I put it at 5. Number 2 is Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I got
Yes,
the
sir.
3. I got Sweet Life on deck is 3.
I would consider those the same, like
Oh yeah.
kind
Okay.
of the same. So that was your 2?
Yes.
Yes, sir. My number 1 is the Great SpongeBob.
Mine. My bad. Hold on. Mine had to be. What's the show I watched? Oh, it gotta be Johnny Test, man.
Oh, Johnny
Yeah,
Test is a
Johnny
good
Test.
one. That's a great one. That would probably be my top 10,
Yeah,
like for sure. You got any other question?
Um. When you watch movies,
Yeah.
what's your top 3 movies?
Top 3 movies. Oh, I'm just gonna name the like recent that I've seen for sure. You seen Creed?
Yes.
I really love Creed. Coach Carter is a basketball movie. I really love that one. That's my favorite sports movie.
Yeah.
There's a movie I saw recently that was really good. I can't think of it, but the only I can think of my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, so I'm just gonna say Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's my number 3. What about you?
I'm gonna say Entourage the movie.
Oh, that was really good. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Captain America: The First Avenger. And then what's the movie I watched recently? I'm gonna gotta say Uncle Drew because I watched that recently.
Oh yeah, we watched Uncle Drew. I remember that. That was good. That's a good
That's
movie.
a good movie.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a pretty good little end up.
Yeah.
Got a good story. Got some questions. As always, drop some questions you want to hear next week. Sorry about the delay. This one's probably gonna come out at 3 on Friday. So hey, we'll get it out sooner rather than later. So appreciate y'all. Tune in next week. Maybe we'll have a special guest. I think Hayden might come on next week. We'll see. So thanks for watching, y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.